Hello everyone, today I will show you a game in which, due to a couple of mistakes, the whole position, seemingly normal, falls apart completely. And we will start with the move e4. d5 is answered by the black Scandinavian defense, the queen beats d5, the knight goes to the c3 field, attacks the queen with pace and the queen goes to the d8 field. This is an old version, now the queen is played much more often. Again there is also a move of queen d6. These three moves are pretty normal in this opening and all three moves were applied by different players at different times. d4 white capture the center, the knight in 6, black develop light pieces, the knight in 3, c6, a preventive move from any attacks, the knight b5, the knight d5, also somewhere the queen can come out on occasion on b6, on the field c7. The move of the king is a pretty typical move for the Scandinavian defense. Knight e5, white, jump, walk the second time with the same figure in the opening. This is not very good, but it is not the worst move in principle. White is trying to somehow put pressure on the position, somewhere they may hint at the move of the bishop c4, the bishop beats f7 and such a map the two moves. Well, of course black will not miss this. They play knight b on the field d7, attack this rather active knight, queen f3 answer white, black take. They also go twice with a knight in the opening to pick up a centralized knight, c, more precisely de, play a piece, attack a knight with pace, the knight goes to the field d5 in the center, there are two fights, two defenses, so everything is a normal position, approximately equal. The bishop goes to the field up to 2, white wants to cast in the long side. The elephant e6 once again strengthens its central horse. Also, somewhere you can move away with a feltz and also cast in the long side. And then white plays the bishop of 4. A good move, they are already ready to cast in both directions, that is, white has the opportunity to cast the king in the long side of the river, return to the short side and start rolling pawns, but this is if desired. That is, it can also be done. And now white has more choice, their pieces are better developed, at least because the black bishop now just rests on both pawns and does nothing. Well, we are not even taking Ladi yet, and white's queen will be more active. Here it was necessary to play the queen d7, hinting at some kind of long castling, also then you can play w6 lon7 and are also ready to be castled in both directions. But black chose the wrong option, they went with a pawn to the field b5. They are like this, so we have a king standing, a pawn reinforces a pawn, we will attack the bishop, but it was impossible to do this, and that's why, because the horse hits the field b5. You can't take a horse, we will definitely consider the option now. A check is given for taking a knight, it's stupid to close the queen, because it loses the queen and a bunch of pawns for two light pieces of nonsense. They close with a bishop, white plays an easy piece on the field with 5 queens, the queen protecting the bishop for taking a check, closes with the queen and we take the queen and we also recline in the long side. But here it seems to me that white's overwhelming position has been won, because 3 connected pawns on the flank, somewhere an open check is already threatening some kind. Chernopol, black still does not work. In general, the entire royal flank of black does not work, the position is, well, objectively lost. In such positions to take out somehow, I don't even want to play this, to be honest. But after the capture, black, of course, saw all this, already realized what they had done and decided to somehow try to stall for time. Played queen b8. White castled, and here it was necessary to play 6 and develop his bishop and go, probably, to the royal flank. Instead, black, having lost his little hands, wins back a pawn and that's it, material equality. Now we are developing the royal flank quickly, we will go there as a king, everything will be fine with us. But, unfortunately, nothing will be good for the black monarch, because there is a move of bishop f4, and here you need to give the queen. And why? We can take the elephant with the Shah, we have 2 fights, only 1 defense. That's what black thought, maybe this game was played in a blitz, but white's position here is absolutely won anyway, regardless of what kind of withdrawal black will make. Black probably decided, the barn burned down, the hut burned down, and they struck a queen on the field of f4, but with the same check, with the same pace, it should still be fine. The queen beats of course on the field f4, the knight beats on the field f4, and it turns out that black has an extra whole bishop. But they get checkmate in one move, knight c7. The rook works perfectly in an open vertical, does its job, and the knight finishes off the enemy monarch with a hoof. That's why you need to be careful, see if the figure has been sacrificed to you, maybe it's not a yawn. In this case, it was far from a yawn, it was a calculated option. And the leads, as you can see, work very well on open lines. This is understandable to a hedgehog, but this batch, this diagram that appears once again proves it. Thank you so much for watching. Write comments, any comments for promotion. I ask you very much, friends. I release videos for you every day. I would really like more people to see them. Put likes, subscribe to the channel. I repeat that videos are released daily. I wish you happiness, health, and a peaceful sky over your head. Bye bye.